get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Hey, Zoo. 54. Hey, easy.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
So we got man.
On third and long, it's Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The second-year man for USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
At the 49-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
57. 57. Tackle. Wait. 57.
From the gun, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Black, 57. Come on. Let's go. Do you tighten up? Wait. You tighten up. Jumper. Flip. Switch. Let's go. Double up.
Draw play, Winston to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Check nickel. 57. Mike, 57. They gonna need some therapy after this. Check. Flip it. Lucky. Check. Wait, hold up. Breakdown.
On second and 11 now. Winston under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Check 49. Watch the whip.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. He's got Evans. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
It's a gain of 23.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Let's go. Ready. White 25. Pick me up. Green, Timothy. Hey, 5-0. Stand up right now. Check. Let me go. Back. Let me go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
On 2nd and 15 now. Winston steps up, and Winston lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down.
Check. Hey, exit.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And Gibbs got it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
In his 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017. Just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Looking long for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 53 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. Jared Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check hot route. Hot. Slam.
Big ass. Kill. Quick dash.
Come.
Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch his slant. 57. Mike, 57. Let's go. Easy.
Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So on fourth down, out comes the Bucs free agent signee Bradley Pinion to punt. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Keep it up, guys.
Ginn has it complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for the Saints.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Breeze. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards. That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Sean Bunting on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. At the Buccaneers.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Breeze's throw on target to Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers. In the last 2 years in Oakland, now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Toss play, Kamara able to slither by. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop.
2nd and 6. At the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the twist. Check 26.
On the counter, here's Jones. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Don't let him breathe. Sonny. Play outside deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Showing it. Showing it. Check. Let's go.
First down, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Kill. Shift. Check 52. Shift. Watch the shift. Let him go.
Here's Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready? You ready?
March by 4.
Check back, check back. You kill. Hey, Charlie. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. They're not ready. Tonight.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
At the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Switch, switch. Check 24, check 24. Hey, let's get it for Check the backer, check the backer. Check 99, check 99. Where do we go?
Throwing, Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Keep
Gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Let's get it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Here we go. Ship. Here we go.
Now Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here's Ginn. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. By the way, third quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. And looks like the Bengals starting to pull away in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They go with Murray again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He gets it to Thomas. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the first down.
The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
80 weapons.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Breeze again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
57's 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
This is Jones. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Check three. Switch. Easy. 50 seconds, run. Okay, double up.
Again, it's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Just like that. 57, Mike 57.
The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 2nd and 9, Breeze. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Breeze now to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Breeze going to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check cross. Yes.
Bree's going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Hey, let's go.
Jameis now on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
57 is right. We own them. We own them. Let him go. 57. Let him go.
Winston now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. On the ground, this is Kamara. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. And down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Bree's going to throw here. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Whitehead there defensively. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, here's the option left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. They'll try and run for it. Option left. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let me go. Alert 3. Wait. Wait, got it. Let me go.
Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And it's 3rd down.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Kill. Slam. Let me go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. And that one pretty well wrapped up. The Bengals growing the lead even further. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for New Orleans, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the calendar changed. October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.